Hello, welcome in. Hey, I'm live, I think. Lives always start like this. Like the buttons pressed and like nothing happens in my physical environment that really changes. Except I press one button and it's still like I'm a little nervous to confirm that I'm live and I'm just talking to the internet here. So we're gonna go for it. Hey, I'm Adam. I'm a home designer. I draw floor plans all day, every day. And I thought I would bring you into that process and share some of it with you with a design challenge for myself. So I'm going to give myself some parameters here and try and complete a floor plan in an hour. Is this going to be a 100% ready to go to construction floor plan? No, but I will have a blocked out layout so we can see where the bedrooms, everything, great room, kitchen, all that is, and then hopefully generate a 3D model for you so we can see what the exterior looks like. And that's the goal. Do that all within an hour. Got it? Everybody cool? Savvy, as they say in Pirates of the Caribbean? All right, so what are we drawing here? Well, great question you ask. Let's turn that picture-in-picture off so you can read it. Ranch plan, single level plan. I'm going to put this all on one level for you with the garage. So 3 bedrooms, hopefully plus an office. I'm thinking this might be on the big range, 2,500 to 3,000 square feet. And then 2.5 baths. Again, this is a goal. This is hard to like really button down in a live session. Transitional exterior, I think we can accomplish that. I've got some cool ideas there. And then 64-foot wide footprint with a side load garage. So I've got some lot parameters in mind. And yeah, so got some current lot parameters in mind. And you really have to take some of the side setback off to fit that side load garage in so you can have like a 30-foot turnaround area. Yeah, if that all makes sense. Hey, me again. Howdy. Let me set up a couple things here on my computer screen for you, and we'll get rolling. Okay, hey, what's up? It's me. All right, so that is 64 feet. Okay. That's our overall width. 64 feet wide there. Okay. I'm going to show 2x6 exterior walls. So we're going to offset all these 6 inches coming in. And really, because I'm so sure about the garage width here, I'm actually gonna start with that component. Because I just know that's exactly what I'll need to design the plan around. So I'm going to show 24 by 32 for that garage footprint. Not the biggest garage in the world, but not the smallest. This is bigger than, this is definitely bigger than your typical builder grade, you know, just little garage here. All right. So this might end up being a pretty deep home now that I'm looking at it. Maybe we do all the bedrooms on one side. What I want to avoid, especially with these ranch plans, is the temptation is to do all the bedrooms here. You know, pack in a couple bedrooms up here, like so. But then you have, there's no way to get around this like big tunnel area, get into your home. It gets tricky. So let's try and rethink that some. Really want that to be a nice open entry going in. Let's start with 8 feet. No, let's do 10. It's looking small. 10 feet for the entry there. And then I'm just at the midpoint of this garage. Coming back. Maybe a porch is inset here as well. Let's start with 6 feet. And we're rocking and rolling. All right. So if we use this area as our foyer, means I don't want to also duplicate that with mudroom. So maybe mudroom comes in somewhere here, which means I do want to put kitchen here then. What if we anchor the dining area off of the front door here? And that's just dead center what you're looking at when you walk in the front door. I think that could be kind of cool. Maybe stairs opening up down here. So I'm thinking through a couple things, like how to put the great room and have a master off the back that still looks pretty cool. Maybe this needs to be great room section. And then we do kitchen here with dining off the back. So this depth here is arbitrary too. I just kind of threw that in there. Let's say let's come off 28 feet from the back of the garage. That gives us a depth of 19.4 there. 710 for that mudroom area. If we center this, we use that wall line. Words. Okay, we're going to use the front door. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. The front door as this main center line. Let me show a dashed line there so we can pick up on it a little easier. Use the front door as the main center line for the great room. And then let's show that at 18 by 19, 4.25. That's a good size. So that dashed line is perfectly centered on our front door and the great room right now, which I like. I'm going to try and keep that because then you can do cool window centering here or do the fireplace. I usually prefer the windows and then put the fireplace to the side, but that's a personal preference. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer there. Okay, so I'm going to come back 14 feet with like a nook bump outs. Or like informal dining. I'm showing it's so rare that I'm showing a formal dining anymore. Just nobody wants it really. Okay, it's very, very rare. So what I've been switching to is just a really big informal dining area that's right off the... This is what you're seeing with most plans. This is nothing groundbreaking. I'm not inventing anything here. Oh, I didn't start the timer. I did that again. Sorry. Let's edit this a little bit. Timer will sound when your PC is awake. Okay. Do we need to stop this? Edit. Okay. We'll go down to like, what have we been jamming for? A few minutes. Okay. Done. Play. Oh. All right. Now let's roll. It's a lot to keep in track of when you're going live. You know? You win some, you lose some. Okay, now we can work on the kitchen, putting the kitchen here. And this wall is arbitrary too on the side of the garage. Maybe that comes in 4 feet, and that's where your cabinets sit. It might even make the garage look a little better, being bumped out from that floor plan as we're going. Let's see here. Let's show dining as well. Let me annotate this too for a 14 by 13 dude. Not could be bigger. I'll see. I can play with that. One cool thing about that dining area. So in designing a home, there's areas that like you need to prioritize and not. So this great room is something I need to prioritize because the second I pick dimensions here, I start to lock myself into the design path and direction. Because there's a lot that's going to be anchored on these lines that I drew here. But this dining room is more of a flexible space, obviously, because it's not touching much of the floor plan at all, only on this one side. If I need to make this bigger, I don't need to worry about this dimension yet. I can make it 16 feet later if I want to. I can come in and bump this wall over if I want to. Like, there's a lot of ways to adjust that I'm not stuck with, unlike the great room. So, yeah. 19.4 by 18 is a good size. I like that it's perfectly centered on the door, so I think that's where I'm going to start with it. and then we'll work from there. Okay, and then maybe our primary suite just starts back here behind the great room. Okay, and then this is a hallway to the rest of the house. Okay. So potentially, thinking out loud here, office somewhere in there, and then 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, so that office could be kind of like a hybrid space, you know, that 4th area on the main floor, something like that. Let's cut this line here, so just remember it. And then I'm hoping stairs right here, which means this is probably going to get bumped out some. So I'll come back and play with that. But yeah, working on the kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to pull this 6 inches back. What I don't like, what I would always avoid, is countertop flush with corner of wall. Just leads to really weird transition in the field. Because you might have that, like, if it's not framed perfectly, you might have that counter sticking over a 1/2 inch. So I like to help the field out and leave a big recessed area there, like 3 or 4 inches. This is 6, just because it's foundation, so I want to even 1/2 foot increment. But yeah, I'm leaving 6 inches there so the field has plenty of room to just make that counter die right into the wall. And then it's way cleaner and easier for everybody. And it looks more like framed in too. Also, this being on an outside wall now, I get some perks of, I can potentially put the sink on this wall. Well, the kitchen is a monster, by the way. Not that anybody's complaining, but with 19 feet that one direction, what are we, like 17 this way? 15.8 this way. 15.8 for that kitchen. It's really good size. Okay, so I'm gonna clear the island of anything. I feel like if you want people to comment on your video, if you like post a TikTok or Instagram, just put something in the island. Put a range or sink in that island, and people freak out on you. Hey, I'm not coming over to your house to change it. I'm just drawing it here as an example. But I'm going to keep this island clear. Maybe. Now that I'm looking at it, this is... Because you're going to need an entrance... Shoot. You're going to need an entrance to that mudroom pantry area there. Maybe this is split in half. And this is pantry. This is mudroom. Straight into the kitchen. Okay. Which means laundry is going to need to be on the other side of the house. Let's mark that so I don't forget about it. Pantry here, and then a mud here. That's enough for big slide-by closet, and then a bench on one side. Plenty of lights. Although, yeah, I'm not loving how the work triangle goes in this one then. I feel like if the range is over here, it's going to feel too isolated from the rest of the cabinetry. The kitchen is definitely going to work best if the range is on this wall with the sink and the island there. Is that centered on each other? No, it's not really. Doesn't need to be. That's the center of the island right now. You can make the island artificially smaller and center it. Maybe make it smaller and wider. Add a foot to it. Okay. We can center the range on this wall. We could still get nice windows there. I'm going to clear some of these dimensions up, just to make the plan a little easier to process. This icon right now is a 30-inch. I'm not going to worry about that. I try to not get too in the weeds early on unless I need to. And I know I've got plenty of counter space there, so if the client wants to switch to a 36 or 48 range, that's easy for me to do. Like I know I've got enough, so I'm just throwing the icon in as a placeholder. All right, here we go, everybody. Sinking the island. Hold on to your butts. Kidding. Well, kind of not, actually. People do comment a lot about sinking the island stuff. Which is fine. That's what I'm here for. Alright. A couple windows flanking that just to get a ton of natural light in that space. Could even do floating shelves or something opposite those windows. There we go. Okay, so that kitchen works. This whole wall probably is then just fridges. I'm going to show a big double fridge in this. This feels like a nice big luxury home. So let's show a double fridge here. Sometimes those double fridges are shallower, which is nice too. You can get them shallower. Then maybe, does the fridge just stand alone and you go straight to the pantry there? This is probably the house where you do the hidden pantry cabinet door right there, right? Yep, done. Sold me on it. Then it'll look like part of the fridge arrangement too, which would be cool. Okay, so that'll all be open. Maybe a header or something there, but I'm going to leave this wall long for something for the cabinets to die into. That'll look cool. Yeah, and then maybe I do a vault or something in that great room. That'd be a little bit weird with the roof line, though, with this gabled off the back. You'd either need a big gable. We won't worry about that right now. We got other fish to fry. But, okay. Cool pantry. Good size. Enough to do, like, cabinetry on one wall or multiple walls. You know, full depth counter cabinetry and everything. All right. I can dig it. Let's color those in our cabinet layer. Okay. Now let's work some on the left side. I feel like this right side is pretty good. Got room for slide closet. Not the hugest mudroom, but we'll see how that ends up working out. All right, let me grab a stairs. I have this room layout guide that I actually sell on my link in my bio if you want to look at it. But I lay out all the common rooms I show in homes a lot. And I use the CAD file as my template because it makes it nice and easy to come in and do stuff like this as I'm working on plans. And then I can drag and drop a component here and don't have to worry about sizing or spacing because I've already dialed that stuff in. That staircase was shown at 42 inches in width. So what I'm doing now, editing it to show 48 inches in width. That's just a personal sliding scale for me. I just bump it up if I feel like it's reflexive or not of the home plan overall size. Usually when I get to the bigger ranches and bigger 2 stories, you know, over 2,400 in a ranch and over 3,000 in a 2-story, I start to go to 48-inch walkways just because it feels like, again, reflexive of the home that it's being built in. Okay, so now, let's see here. We will need plenty of room off the front here to get those bedrooms and laundry and office in, along with bath and stuff. It's, yeah, what I started the top off with, I don't want this big long tunnel area here. We're probably going to do it just because there's not a lot of area on these sites, as some of you may know. So, it is what it is. If you got a better idea, I think I could do X, Y, or Z. Throw it in the comments. I'd love to read it and or share it. That staircase will probably be flipped. I like coming down from... You're living in the house, so you're rarely going straight from the foyer to the basement. Usually going from one of the rooms on the upstairs. So have it toward the great room side, right? Enough treads. Yeah, that's 16 down. I could show a couple more in the basement too if I needed, but not gonna worry about that. Structurally, probably a big steel beam in the basement there. Probably gonna think mechanicals under here so we can get a straight shot. Our main ducting trunk line there, and then all the ducting can go up into the floor joist, which will run front to back. 19.4 is pretty big for a floor joist span, so you're looking at TJIs at that point. Or, you know, this might be a slab on grade home. If it is, then this becomes the mechanical room, so that works as well. Usually that stair space can just swap out for mechanicals a lot of times. It closes the plan off, which I don't love as much, but it works. All right, let's see here. Primary suite. What do we want? Okay, so it's 19 feet one way. I don't even need all that, actually. Let's bring this back 36 and go 14 over. So this primary suite will end up being 16 by 14. This is another one of those floor plan trends I'm seeing, which people are just doing a lot smaller primary suites than they used to. Usually like traditionally, like a big ranch home, you'd have a giant primary suite for room for a sitting area and all that. And I think people want that space like in a private office or in their walk-in pantry. It's just allocated differently now. Oh, Spotify's still open. I was not playing Gone by NF, but I do love that song. All right, we'll do a little linen closet here for the hallway. Just in bumping that space back, this is kind of some of the area you get to carve out, which can be fun. Yay, fun area. All right, I'm gonna jump back to our room layout guide here and grab a primary bath. Let's see how this wet room layout works in this space. Where did my space go? Oh, it's pretty wide. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get creative with this. Okay. Right now, what I'm working through like mentally is I'm going to try and build the plan forward from here. I have a pretty solid idea about all this, right? So build the plan forward from here, and I have some room on the site to extend this area forward if I need to get extra square footage in those rooms and whatnot. So that's what I'm working on now. All right, so thinking through here for this primary suite, it's not wide enough to do like the tub and then vanities on either side. You're looking at 10, 11. Like this is a 3-foot vanity. 3 feet would come off there and there. So yeah. And then, but it might be too wide to do just the tub. You know, because you might be wasting space in these corners if you're going to do that. Maybe the tub gets bumped off the back. I'll build that bump out in a second. 8-foot vanity. Let's go 9. No reason to not go 9. And then a lot of clients are liking... Oh, maybe let's do... Sorry. Mid-thought. Does this work? Is that wide enough? 3'5". Yeah, okay. And then we can do shower opposite that toilet compartment. This can be an all glass shower. Shower head's either on this wall or this wall. And then that can be nice and deep. Still room enough for like an ADA sized door. So plans like this single level ranch that might end up being slab on grade, I'm going to show plenty of big doors. Gonna be a lot of whatchamacallit, 3-foot doors in most of the spaces if I can do it. I'm gonna put the door to this area all the way at the end here. I'll delete those dimensions so we can see the room a little better. And then this bump out will come off 4 feet. We'll probably do 3 feet, actually. Oh, that's kind of the tweener space. Yeah, let's go back to 4. Oops. Wait. Hold, please. Okay. Let's come in 24 inches with that. Wrong buttons. Sorry, that's not a text block. And then I like this for the bed wall. So it's you're looking at it as you walk in. That makes more sense to me. I try to do that whenever possible. And then it's also not backing up to that great room wall either, which is nice. And then you can get a cool window or something above your tub. And also can get just about any size tub you want in there too, which makes sense to me. Oh, this should come in 6 more inches like I was talking about on the other side. Make sure you're blocking off for that. Okay. You know, nice big window off back. Probably something higher up so people can't see in, but you can see out and get some natural light. Let's usually show that. I might slide this just a couple inches this way, making this like 13.7, right? Yeah. That room 13.7 by 16.4. Because then that makes this walkway bigger in here. So I can stay with my 3-foot doors. And then this closet is 14.3 wide. Maybe let's go 7 deep. Mondo closet. And we can go another 7 for that laundry room. That's a good size. I mean, 14.3 by 7 is actually really big for a laundry. Okay. Now, if I do an office. Yeah, this is going to come out pretty far in the front of the home. It's okay, though. We can make it look cool. I think. So that's 16 feet out from the front wall of the... Can I fit 2 bedrooms and an office in that space? Is the question of the day. I also don't have a powder bath. Let's put a pin in that. I got an idea for a powder bath over here, maybe. Okay. So one thing What I see a lot of times with people that like draw their own plans is these big walls. This wall here is 30 feet wide. I don't want to show that on the front elevation. Like, I'm going to break that up. It'll help a ton with the style of the home to make it feel overall better. Okay, that's a problem because I can't get to this bedroom. What square footage are we at? Let's determine that first before we get too deep into the weeds. Bumping that back. Okay, square footage. 2827. All right, so this is definitely big. Maybe we don't do the office then, because we're already over our square footage mark. I don't see a ton of wasted space in this home. I mean, yeah, this area is big, and I could chop that down some if I wanted. Most clients don't want that. I think these two areas are big. I can chop that down some if I wanted. The laundry's definitely a good size, but again, I mean, the foyer area is a lot of space, definitely. I could chop that down some if we needed to. You know, just go maybe a foot. Let's go 6 on both sides, which makes this hallway even wider. Oop. Okay. How wide is that hallway now? Oh, I went too far with it. I'm all over the place here. Sorry, gang. All right. There's a linen closet. It's a nice deep linen closet too, so if you need to put something like a vacuum or something in there, that also works. All right, and then I'll chop back a bunch of the square footage. This room is 14.5 by 14.8. Okay, it doesn't need to be that big. Let's come back with a bunch. 14.5 by 12.8. And then we'll come back. $12 feet here. Oh no, that's too many. Too many feet. All right. Okay. Maybe I do pull this back a foot. All that back a foot. And then I like the idea of doing dual walk-in closets on the front here. Let's see, what's this bedroom? 14.9 by 11.5 and then 14.5 by 12.8. Come back a foot. And then you got dual walk-in closets on the front here. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is now it makes our front elevation a little trickier because I can't put a window centered in this bay. So it'll probably be like maybe a single or double window there and a single or double window there, which I think can work, but I really like it from a floor plan layout. So then you can do, this is bed 2. Bed 3. And then these are both walk-ins. Yeah, you'll have a little window on like a shelving wall, so maybe you need to drop shelving below that wall or something, but that's bath. Get a lot of space in hallways here too, but I don't know how you avoid that in a plan like this. You could do Jack and Jill bath here, which will take some of it down, and then just make this foyer closet. I mean, if we really needed to chop space out, you could take a foot out of this. That's still a livable plan. I'm not gonna, because I kind of like it, but... And then this hallway is probably some wasted space. There's probably a way to get those bedrooms access more closely to the foyer, like moving the stairs around or something. But this also helps them feel very private, away from the house. You feel away from the primary suite, even though you're on the same side of the house. Like, it still feels like a totally separated space. So I'm gonna leave it. Okay, what I would do here, I'm gonna jump to the rendering now, so we have perception of what this looks like. But I will sum up for you. Let me get that open and rolling, and then I'll sum up the plan for you. Okay, let's come back here. All right, back powder room, and then do either bench lockers or closet on the other side, which you have room for. Shared kids bath, your hall bath, that's shared between these two bedrooms, walk-ins for both those. And then through the primary suite, dual vanities with a little linen and or knee space in between. You got room for that. All 3-foot doors in here. This should be a 3-foot door as well. And then the closet here, which I would put another door, sneak a little door here into that laundry. From the closet, door here, door here. Yeah, I think that all works. So we're gonna go to the exterior. All right. Hey, I'm gonna open some files. I don't like sharing my screen when I'm opening files because, I don't know, sometimes I'll open a folder and I don't want to show like a client's name or something. Not that I haven't done that on the live stream, but I like to avoid it if I can. Okay, so let's see here. What I'm going to do is I save a new file that's just the footprint. Oh, you can just copy this over. I save a new file that's just the footprint of the house, so that I can import it into SketchUp and then build it up from there. Usually makes my job a little faster and easier. So this being a bigger home too, I'm not expecting to get it done, and I'll try for you, gang. But sometimes I can't get these done in an hour, because it's hard. Because it's a lot of work. I'm trying here, people. Okay, yeah, we're back on screen. So I'm just going to delete all the interior lines and walls. So I just am left with this footprint. Deleting stuff is kind of fun and therapeutic if you're on the right file. It's not it's not fun if you're not on the right file. That may be obvious to most of you. But I don't know, there's just something that I enjoy about it. Clicking areas and deleting them. So, am I weird? Should I not be admitting this out loud? Oh man. Okay. I just want to get every wall. Oh. Delete too much. Kind of edit, undo. Okay. So I got all the walls. I'm not going to worry about any of the backyard area or patios. I'm not going to render that. Also, I will most likely put something on the front here. I've been liking like a centered bump out area there, so I'll show that. I'll add that to the plan later. Okay, but then go into SketchUp. Oh, I'm going to unshare a second too. Same reason, file stuff. Don't want to dox my clients. All right. And that is imported now. Okay, so that's our footprint. Come in, explode this so I can work on it in model space. Complete those lines and it makes faces for me. Back to the CAD. We were looking at, so there's a little cross section just to help me with building heights. That's nice and simple and quick. Oh yeah, this is on. I do want to do 10-foot main floor ceilings. Actually, this would probably be a slab on grade. I'll show it with the basement now. So from grade to top of plate, 11, 11 and a quarter. Foot, 11 and a quarter. And then this porch will come up 15 inches. Oh, that wall didn't, that offset didn't need to be there. Okay, and then I will offset this. I'm going to do 18. Ooh. Or do I want to do 6? Okay, let's do 6. I think that'll look cool. Actually, with our transitional style here. 6. And then I'm going to come down. So typically, the top of eave is close to the top of plate. Excuse me, I got a cough. Typically, the top of eave is close to the top of plate, so I'm actually pushing those eaves down from where they were 6 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to show a porch header here, which I'll come down 10, 4, 10, 4. I don't know why I said the 4 part. It's just 10 inches. I think I was going to say 4 or something, but then I forgot. All right, and then come out 6 on that as well. Okay, so we got our eaves. I'll complete this line just so you can see it. Okay. So it looks like we'll have a gable on this face, a gable on this face, and then a gable on that face within our main chunk of the roof being like this rectangle here. Does that make sense? So what I like to do, I will start with that main chunk of the roof. Those front to back pitches will probably be 18-inch overhang, not 6. I'm showing 6 just on the ends of those gables. Stylistically, I'm going to try something here. But I'm going to do 18 on the front to back pitches. So let's start with that main roof. Let's just do an 812 for now. Let's see what that comes to. And then I think I'm going to do a 1412 on our front gables. I'm seeing a lot of the really, really tall peaks on those transitional styles. Did I say transitional? I think the word that just came out of my mouth there was not transitional, but it's what I wanted it to be. Oh, this eave would be out here. It's on the rear elevation, doesn't matter, but sometimes you just clean those up quick. Okay. Yeah, that's looking like enough roof. So then we'll have, ooh, this is going to be a really big 1412 though. If I come out with that. Do I really want to go that wide? Let's just look at it. Sometimes you just got to draw it. So that 1412 would come up to, drawing a little 1412 triangle there to get our slope locked in. Is that above the roof? It is by a good bit. I'll switch this to a 1012. Let's see what this looks like with a 1012. As always, steeper your roof pitches, more expensive your roof. You'll have more structural components supporting that, and also more plywood, shingles, paper, you know, whatever, felt paper, whatever you're putting up there. Okay, that intercepts. This being a big, you know, kind of custom house, I'm not super scared of the 1412 pitch. I think it probably helps it balance it more. It's going to make the house look very expensive, which I think for most clients is honestly a good thing. I think people want their house to look expensive. I know it's kind of vain. Not everybody does, but like if this is a builder floor plan, I'd always err on the side of making it look expensive instead of making it look cheap. Easier to sell. Okay. Once I have those 1412 faces, it's really easy for me to just copy them around to the corners of these eaves and then just follow more lines like I was doing earlier to get all of our pitches together. So at this point, if you're starting a home design or starting out as a home designer, at this point you should start to get a feel for, is this going to be a good looking house? And start asking yourself that question. I think that's really important. I've barely modeled anything. I have very little time into it. If you're going to lose, lose early. I worked with a sales guy that used to say that often. And so I think our equivalent is, if you're going to lose on a design, lose early. And so I think this is a decent form. We could do a dormer here, kind of tie that together, and maybe one off the side of the garage. Bring all those together. Could be fun. And the 6-inch overhangs on those front gables will make it look kind of cool, I think. So, yeah, I'm good with it if you are. I'm not waiting for your permission, though. I'm just going for it. Full send. All right, so now I'm going to start to add some detail to the model, which is just I'm showing 8-inch fascia board with just the offset command, and then pushing those back into the face of the house so then I can do my bricks and stuff. Oh, deleted the wrong line there. I don't want a green line. I want a magenta line. Yep. Magenta snaps to either perpendicular or parallel. Green is one of the primary axes. I forget what it is, X, Y, or Z. But yeah, green, red, and blue snap to the X, Y, and Z axis for you in SketchUp, which is nice. I feel like SketchUp was designed by someone who worked in AutoCAD a lot, because there's a lot of similarities in how, like, the thought process of the program kind of assembles together. 1412 back to the house here then too. I redrew that one because it might just be faster than whatchamacallit, copying over the others and rotating them and stuff. Okay. I'm thinking about this now. I think I want to set this gable back. Okay. What I mean is, like, divide it with an eyebrow here. A little sliver that I missed. And then that eyebrow will come out like a foot. So bring that back a foot. Okay, snap to the house. All right, let's delete all this mess here. That might complicate our model later. So draw this line here. Then I need to connect those. Delete those lines because that might complicate our model later too. Cool. I'm not liking that actually, now that I see it. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think this will probably look better. Okay. All right. Let's put some windows in. Okay. You're going to yell at me. I should totally save a component that has this all already in it, but I haven't. So you're going to watch me how I would draw it. So when you render, I want to do window grids in this, but you could just draw lines on it. But when you render it with the lines drawn, the lines go away. it only renders geometry, not lines. So what I'll do is come in here. I'm snapping to midpoint on all these. So I know it's perfectly centered. Then I'm going to use the offset command and do just a 1/4 inch each way. And I have some other files I can pull these up from. I just need to save one of my template is really what I need to do. That'd speed me up so much. Okay. All right. And then just grab our dropper here and color that same color as the window. All right, so that's a 2 foot by 4 foot window. Yeah, not bad. It didn't take us too long. It actually looks like it's... I'm making this a foot taller. So 12.963 is the offsets I did. So that keeps my proportions. Okay. Oh, 10 minutes left. What can I get done in 10 minutes? Okay. All right, and so this window here will be a bedroom window, and we'll need it to meet egress. Right now it is 2 feet by 5 feet, so I'll need to make this bigger. I'm going to bring this out though so we can see it. So I could just make it wider, and that would meet egress, but I'm also going to make it taller to keep the proportions of the other windows I have on the home, so that like proportionally they look cohesive. Makes sense? So I'll widen this out. So this is now 6 foot by 2.5 feet. And then it'll show like a triple window here probably. Oh, that was dumb. Okay. What was dumb was I forgot to make it unique, so I edited all the windows on my model. Oh, there we go. Okay. I copied the new one, deleted it, and then came back in and re-edited it. So those old ones are still the same size. Sweet. That was quick. Okay. And then we'd have... Remember I was saying earlier, you'd probably have to split these windows here on this face because of those walk-in closets. Maybe they're even shorter so that the closets, you're not interrupting as much closet shelving. Not sure. Okay, I'm going to make this window unique. I'm going to leave just one vertical grid in there. Delete all these horizontals, because I'm going to come back through and make this window a lot shorter. We'll take 4 feet out of it. So let's go 30. Oops. The problem with switching between AutoCAD and Sketchup a lot is you do a lot of like dumb little commands that you know you shouldn't do. So you swap out like the move, like the enters and stuff. Like spacebar is enter in SketchUp or in CAD, but not in SketchUp. I'm gonna bring these down a little bit. Yeah, we got nice tall ceilings there. Ooh, I think this house could look cool though. Could look cool. All right, front door time. Let's search 3D warehouse. Arched front door. .3D warehouse is super hit or miss. Some are like way overcomplicated. And some are like undercomplicated to the point where they look bad. So it's hard to know here, but I'm not seeing anything great. I'd probably just need to make one. And I don't have one ready. So these are the joys of going live. Okay, imagine a cool arched front door. Can you? Because we only got 6 minutes left. Not gonna make an arched front door. Is that fair? Or is that cheating? Yeah, or maybe even a double door there. Although all the builders I work with hate double doors. You've heard me talk about this. I don't need to bore you to death. If you haven't heard me talk about that, go watch a past live stream. It's fun. All the cool kids are doing it. Oh, remember to smash subscribe. Smash it the hardest. Because, yeah, subscribing is cool. And thanks for watching. All the cool kids are doing it. Do I have a dormer? I do. Oh, yeah. Oh, sweet. It's like a pre-made, ready to rock and roll. Although I made this on a 1612, so I'll probably center that over a garage door. Sweet. Let's see if this goes easily. Oh, it is. Oh. Oh, no, wait. Screwed something up. Went too far. Got too close to the sun. Can I do it where it doesn't pop out the back of the... No. I can't. Like I said, got too close to the sun. Oh, that works though. Okay. There might be one. No, that'd be too many. Okay. Now we're just going to color some stuff. I'm actually going to just make the whole house this charcoal gray color. It's easier to color that than do all like little soffits and stuff. Because usually the faces with like brick on them are way bigger. So it's easier to color it with brick. See, I don't have to like pick a little small area. I'll just come in here and do it super fast. Okay, pretty close to a plan in an hour. What do you think? Love it, hate it? Drop it in the comments. Although we might as well finish it out as much as possible. Huh? Deal? Oh, let's load a wood pattern. We got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. We got tunes. Just loving life here. It's all good. That wood tone needs to be a different wood tone. Richer? Yeah, there we go. Maybe. Although it's fighting a little bit with those. I don't want it to be the exact same color, but maybe, yeah, same tone family. There we go. Okay. Because then we can do some lintels. Oh, I need to push these back into the house. This window set will dictate like a vaulted window in that bedroom behind. I haven't been on a big wood lintel kick lately. Sorry, not sorry. Color in this bad boy. Move those 4 inches into the house. It looks inset. Okay. 43 seconds. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just making lintels over here. 3D modeling, push pull. I usually do, I'm not eyeballing those. I'm usually typing, inputting like an exact dimension. Eyeballing with stuff like that can get you a little bit in trouble. You do enough of them and then you'll realize like one is obviously the wrong size. Sometimes I'll eyeball a window placement if it's just like the only window on that wall or whatever. Usually you can get it pretty dang close and don't have to worry about it. Hey, there's my timer. But you know what? I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed in the progress we made today. Okay. I don't know how to make that noise stop. Oh, this right here. There we go. Awesome. Definitely done this before. I was going to keep this as like a painted face. You know, and then do trim or something around it. Okay, so didn't make it to a rendering. Made it pretty far though. I think it's a good start. It's a first draft. Don't need to freak out about first drafts, but yeah, I think it's a fun house. Thank you for watching. I'll be back Thursday for more floor plans. As always, have an awesome day, have an awesome week, and I will talk at you soon. Bye.